All right, today we got lots and lots going on here at DCI Motorsports. We got a little Dodge Omni on the chassis dyno. Ben and Nick and I'm sorry, I forget your name. Brian. Yeah, Brian. Anyhow, they got a little Dodge Omni here. They're going to be doing a little tuning on today on the chassis dyno. So we'll see how that goes. But anyhow, I'm going to do another video this morning on my wife's Ram RA5 engine, tunnel port engine. We're putting in her 68 Firebird. This engine is a 400 with a stroker crank in it, 4 1/4 inch stroke, 4.155 bore, so it's 461 cubic inches, I do believe. The compression is 10.5 to 1. The camshaft is a custom ground LS firing order 250, 259 at 50. I reduced the lift quite a bit on this one because my wife wants to drive this thing a lot. We don't want to have to change valve springs all the time. So the lift on it's only 650. This engine is pretty much the same combination that I built for Mr. John House and his 70 GTO, except for the lift, and my compression's a little bit less than his, maybe 1/4 of a point, but not a lot. So horsepower wise, it's probably pretty close to what John's got. So we're going to fire this thing up with the mufflers at first, let you guys hear with the mufflers on it, and then once we get a little heat in the engine, we'll pull the mufflers off and wrap on the throttle on this thing, and you can see the throttle response this thing has. All right, Luke, go ahead and fire this thing up. Runs really cool. Now I got the idle turned down on this because everybody busted my balls on the last video saying their idle's too high, and we can get them to idle low, but the thing of it is they're more drivable and easier to start whenever you have the idle turned up a little bit, but it's not bad. I just don't like touching the gas pedal whenever I fire an engine. I like just reach in, turn the key and go. To mention the cam center line on this camshaft is 109, and that's what John House's is as well. So it's got a nice idle. You heard John's. This one here is about the same cubic inch. We did have a Ram RA4 profile cam in this thing with a 113 lobe separation. This thing idles so damn smooth it didn't even sound. It sounded like a stocker. I can't take that. I gotta have a little bit of rumpity rump. I like the sound. Hey Luke, go ahead and yank the mufflers off this thing. This got a 750 carburetor on it. This is actually my nephew Luke's carburetor he rebuilt for his engine, but makes a good test carburetor for what we're doing. Alright, next video hopefully will be with this thing in the car.